Hi, I am Syed on Maths Online. Today's topic is examples on Newton's forward and backward difference interpolation formulas. In the previous video, we have already seen the formulae of Newton's forward interpolation as well as Newton's backward interpolation. Today, we will try to take few examples. So the first question is find y of 1.4 given that the values of x and y are given over here. So we need to find out y value at the point x is equals to 1.4. So he is asking us when the value of x is 1.4, what will be the value of y? That's the question we have. So if you try to observe the value of x is equals to 1.4, where it lies. If you try to observe 1.4 is between 1 and 2. So between these two values you can find the value of x. So when the value of x is 1.4, we need to find out what is the value of y. The value of x is at the initial level, that means 1, 2, these are the initial values. So x is 1.4 is nearer to the beginning value of x. So whenever the value of x is at the beginning, we have to use the Newton's forward interpolation. Suppose if the value of x is at the end, suppose if x is given as a 4.5, so if it is at the end, then you have to use the Newton's backward interpolation formula. So because here the value of x is 1.4, which is at the beginning, therefore we are going to use the Newton's forward interpolation formula. So let us write down the Newton's forward interpolation formula. Newton's forward interpolation formula. Is given by yr is equals to y naught plus r into delta y naught plus r into r minus of 1 divided by 2 factorial delta square y naught plus r into r minus of 1 into r minus of 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught, and the series will continue. Now what has to be done over here is we'll first try to prepare the table. So x and y values are there, so let us prepare the table. This is your x value, this is your y value. So write down the values of x that we have. So x value is 1, it is 2, 3, 4 and 5. So observe the values of x over here. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I have written the values of x. Write down these values of y also. So the values of y are 10, 26, 58, 112, 194. So these are the values of x and y. So now we need to find out the forward difference. Delta y, delta square y, delta cube y and so on. So we'll start with the first forward difference. This is called as the first forward difference, delta y. Now how to find out this first forward difference? So to find out the first forward difference, you have to just take the difference over here. So take the difference of these two values. 26 minus of 10. So 26 minus of 10 will be 16. Then take this difference. 58 minus of 26. If you want, you can just use the calculator and just go on simplifying the expression. So if you try to use the calculator, it is 58 minus of 26. That will be equals to 32. I hope you can just you know how to use the calculator, so I will not go in detail about that one. So it will be 32. Next you have to take the difference over here. Right, 112 minus of 112 minus of 58. So that will give you 54. Next you take the difference of these two values. 194 minus 112. So it is 194 minus of 112. Its value will be equals to 82. So we have got the first forward difference. Then we'll go for the next forward difference, the second forward difference, which is nothing but delta square y. For this again you have to take the difference. There is 32 minus of 16 will be 16 itself. Then you have 54 minus 32. Just use the calculator. 54 minus 32, how much will be getting? 22. Then take this difference, 82 minus of 54. See what's the difference you get. You will be getting 28. Then go for the next difference, delta cube y. That is the third difference. Again you have to take the difference, these two difference, 22 minus of 16. So 22 minus of 16 will be 6. Then 28 minus of 22, again its value will be 6. So how far you have to prepare the table? So you have to go on preparing the table till you get the constant value here, or you can even prepare the table till you get a single value. So suppose if I take the difference of these two, 6 minus 6 will be how much? 0. A single value you have got. Or in some of the cases you can get 0. As we have seen, in this case it is 0. So this represents your forward difference table. So you have created the forward difference table. Now you have to identify the leading forward differences. So if you try to take these initial values from starting from this delta y onwards, all the starting values. So these values are called as the leading forward differences. Because it is a forward difference, Newton's forward interpolation formula, therefore these values are called as leading forward differences. Leading forward differences. So this value is delta y. So first value will be representing as delta y naught. This is second value here, second difference, it is delta square y naught. The third value over here will be delta cube y naught, because delta cube is there, so delta cube y naught. Delta power of 4 is there, so this value will represent delta power of 4 y naught. So we have got all these values over here, delta y naught, delta square y naught, delta cube y naught, and delta power of 4 y naught. One more term has to be written here. Along with that we should also get the value of r. So what should be the value of r? So this value of r also I given to you as a formula in the previous video. So we will be taking that value of r over here. So we know the value of r for the forward difference will be r is equals to x minus of x naught divided by h, and where h will represent the step size. Step size h will be equals to, so this h value will represent the difference of these x values. What is the difference of this x value? Try to see the difference here. 2 minus of 1 will be 1. 3 minus of 2 will be 1. 4 minus of 3 will be 1. So 5 minus of 4 will be 1. So what is the difference here? It is a common difference that you can find. So this common difference represents here value of h. So the value of h will be how much? The value of h will be 1. So which represents the step size. So you can substitute here, r will be equals to x minus of x naught value. So what is the value of x here? So at what point we need to calculate? As I told you earlier itself, you have to calculate at x is equals to 1.4. At x is equals to 1.4, we need to find out the value of y. So x value is known, which is 1.4. So write down x value to be 1.4 over here. So now we just plug in, x value is 1.4, so 1.4 minus x naught. What is x naught? X naught is the initial value. Initial value of x in the table. The first value of x in the table will represent your x naught. So this is x naught, this is x1, x2, x3 and x4. But x naught initial value. So initial value, that is what I have written here. X naught is 1. So you can even write down here, your x naught value will be equals to 1. Now if you try to plug in, x naught value will be 1 divided by h value is how much? H value is 1. So it is 1.4 minus of 1 will be how much? Its value will be 0.4. So we got the value of r there. Now we need to plug in back there in the Newton's forward interpolation formula. So Newton's forward interpolation formula I have already written over here. I'll just try to rewrite I need to get the value up to delta power of 4 y naught. So therefore I'll write one more term there. So if I write down, I have Newton's forward interpolation formula. So we have yr to be equals to y naught plus r into delta y naught plus r into r minus of 1 divided by 2 factorial delta square y naught plus r into r minus of 1 into r minus of 2 divided by 3 factorial delta cube y naught plus r into r minus 1 r minus 2 you have got. One more term will be getting r minus of 3. It was 3 factorial here. Here we will be getting 4 factorial. Delta cube is there. We will be getting delta power of 4 y naught. So delta power of, because up to delta power of 4 y naught you have the value, you have to write the formula up to delta power of 4 y naught. So let us just try to plug in these values. So yr will be equals to y naught. So what does y naught represents? Y naught represents the first value of y. So this is your y naught, first value of y in the table. This is y naught value. So y naught value is 10. So you can write down y naught value will be 10 plus, what is the value of r you have got? Check it. It is 0.4, right? Into delta y naught. So delta y naught from the table you have. Delta y naught is what? 16. Delta square y naught, delta cube y naught, delta power of 4 y naught. So these values you have to plug in. So starting with delta y naught, its value is 16 plus r value is 0.4 into 0.4 minus of 1, 0.4 minus of 1 divided by 2 factorial, you know 2 factorial is 2, into delta square y naught. See the table. What is the value of delta square y naught? Its value is 16 plus r value is 0.4 into r minus of 1 into r minus of 2 is 0.4 minus of 2 divided by 3 factorial will be 6 into delta q y naught. Check the table. In the table delta q y naught is 6 plus r value is 0.4 into 0.4 minus of 1 into 0.4 minus of 2 into 0.4 minus of 3 divided by 4 factorial is 24 into delta power of 4 y naught. Delta power of 4 y naught, its value is how much? 0. Because 0 is there, so this entire term will become equals to 0. So you have to just evaluate this value over here. So just let's try to evaluate that value. So yr will be equals to, you can just use the calculator and evaluate this value. So I have typed all the values over here in the calculator. You can see this 10 plus 0.4 into 16 plus what you have 0.4 into 0.4 minus of 1, it is divided by 2 into 16 and plus next value you have 0.4 into 0.4 minus of 1 into 0.4 minus of 2 divided by 6. That's all you have, because the next term is 0. I have just ignored that expression. So if you place equals to over here, right, so you'll be getting the solution over here in the terms of fraction. You can write that, just press this ST over here, you will be getting the required solution. Can you see what is the solution you have? So what is the solution you have? 14.864. So this is 14.864. So y at what value you have calculated? Y at the point x is equals to 1.4. So you can write down y at 1.4 will be 14.864. So this is the required solution. So next question is find u of 0.5 from the data. u0 is equals to, u1 is equals to so much, u2 and u3. So here the values of x and y are not given. So therefore what we have to do is the subscript values which are there, 0, 1, 2, 3. This will be your values of x, and the right hand side values which are there, that will be taken as your value of y. The values of x will be 0, 1, 2, 3. So the values of x will be 0, 1, 2 and 3. And the values of y here, the right hand side values is 225, it is 238, it's 320, and this is 340. So this initial value is your x0 value, this initial value is your y0 value. Alright. Now you need to find out u of 0.5, and the value of 0.5 is nearer to the beginning. So you can check it over here. This 0.5 which is there, 0.5 comes between 0 and 1. So because this 0.5 is nearer to the beginning value of x, therefore we have to use the Newton's forward interpolation formula. Now let us calculate the forward difference. It is del y. So take this difference, 238 minus 225. You can just use the calculator and see how much you're getting, 13. Then take this difference, 320 minus 238. How much you're getting? 82. Take this difference, 340 minus 320. What's the difference you're getting? 20. Then go for the second difference. Take the difference, 82 minus 13. How much you're getting? 69. Then 20 minus 82. So 20 minus 82 will be minus 62. Then you have del cube y. Take this difference, minus 62 minus 69. How much you're getting? Minus 131. So these values which are there, these values will be your leading forward differences. So this will represent your delta y naught. This will represent your delta square y naught. This will represent your delta cube y naught. These are the leading forward differences. Now let's write down the Newton's forward interpolation formula. Newton's forward interpolation formula. The formula that we have is yr is equals to, it is y naught plus r into delta y naught plus r into r minus of 1 divided by 2 factorial delta square y naught. Here the value is up to delta cube, so you have to write down the formula up to delta cube. R into r minus of 1 into r minus of 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught, and so on. Now here we need to find out the value of r. So what is the value of r you have for forward difference? It is x minus x naught by h. What is the step size h? Try to see the difference. 1 minus of 0, 1. So 2 minus of 1, the difference is 1. 3 minus of 2, the difference is 1. So here 1 minus of 0, the difference is 1. So what is the difference you are getting? Common difference is 1. So the step size h will be 1. So what is x naught value? Initial value here, initial value x naught is 0. And at what point we need to calculate? At x is equals to, see the question, it is u of 0.5. So x value is given as 0.5. In the question it is given u of 0.5. So x is 0.5. So now if you try to plug in over here, x value is 0.5 minus x naught value is 0 divided by h value is 1. So 0.5 minus 0 is 0.5. 0.5 by 1 will be 0.5. So you got the value of r to be 0.5. Just try to plug in these values back in the formula that we have here. So yr will be equals to y naught value. See the table. So are you getting y naught to be 225? The first value in the table, y naught value 225. Here 225 plus r value is 0.5. 0.5 into is delta y naught. Delta y naught is 13. See the table there. Plus r value is 0.5, r into r minus of 1 divided by 2 factorial is 2. Delta square y naught, see the table, its value is 69. Next value that you have, it is plus r into r minus of 1. R into r minus of 1 into r minus of 2 divided by 3 factorial will be 6 into delta cube y naught will be how much? It is minus 131 and so on. You just use the calculator and try to calculate its value. So you will be calculating and I will also calculate. So it's 225 plus 0.5 into it is 13 plus it's better you write in the bracket over here, becomes simple for calculation. Okay, 0.5 into 13 plus what you have 0.5 into what you have 0.5 minus of 1 divided by 2 into 69 it is, plus what you have, it is 0.5 into 0.5 minus of 1 into 0.5 minus of 2 divided by 6 into what you have into 1. So let me close the bracket there, minus 131. Right, now let us see what's the solution you are getting. The solution is in terms of a fraction. If you press SD over here, you will be getting in terms of, so it is 214 point how much, 6875. So let us write down that solution. So therefore you got the solution to be equals to YR is equals to 214.6875, because we want the value of u of 0.5, so we can rewrite this solution as u of 0.5 to be 214.6875. that's the required solution. The next question is the area of a circle corresponding to diameter d is given below. So the values of d and a, diameter d is given and area is given. We need to find the area corresponding to diameter 105 using an appropriate interpolation formula. So we need to find out the area A. So if you want, you can take this value to be equals to x. So we'll take this value to be x and this value to be equals to y. So which means we need to find out the value of y when the value of x is what? When the value of x is 105. So where is 105 here? 105 for x is outside this range. So beyond 100. So where is 105? 105 is at the end. So whenever you have the values at the end, then we have to use the backward interpolation formula. Alright, so we will be using the Newton's backward interpolation formula over here. So first we'll try to prepare the table. So x value is there. So x value corresponds to what? X value corresponds to the value of d in the table. Then the value of y, so y corresponds to a. So you have 80, 85, 90, 95 and 100. These are the values of x. Values of y are 5026, 5674, 6362, 7088, 7854. So values of x and values of y are given. Because it is a backward difference here to use, so you will be using nabla, the operator nabla y. So once again you have to take the difference here. So 5674 minus 5026. You can just use the calculator and see what's the value you're getting. What are you getting? Are you getting 648? Let's check it. Then take this difference. 6362 minus 5674. How much you're getting? 688. Then take this difference. 7088 minus 6362. 726. Take this difference now. 7,854 minus 7,088. Are you getting 766? Now go for the second difference. Once again this difference. 688 minus 648. How much you're getting? 40. Then you have 726 minus 688. How much you're getting? 38. Then this difference. 766 minus 726. Its difference is 40. Go for the next difference. The third difference. Again it is 38 minus 40 will be minus 2. 40 minus 38. How much will be getting? We will be getting 2. Then the fourth difference. Just take the difference. 2 minus of minus 2. So 2 minus of minus 2 will be how much? 4. Alright. So this is your backward difference table. Because it is a backward difference table, you have to take these final values. Right. These values will be called as the leading backward differences. These are the leading backward differences. Leading backward differences. Leading backward differences. So this will correspond to the first backward difference. We will represent in terms of yn. Nabla yn. So this will be nabla square yn. And this will be nabla cube yn. And this value will be nabla power of 4 yn. So these are leading backward differences. So we'll try to plug in these values in the backward difference formula. Newton's backward interpolation formula. So yr will be equals to, it is yn plus r into the backward difference, first backward difference yn plus r into r plus 1 divided by 2 factorial into the second difference plus r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 divided by 3 factorial into the third difference. Because up to del power of 4 yn you have the value, so you have to write down the formula up to this nabla power of 4. So it is r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 into r plus 3 divided by 4 factorial into the fourth difference. So we need to find out the value of r. So we have the value of r. For the backward difference I have already given you the formula for r. So r value will be x minus xn divided by h. Alright. So the question is, what is the value of xn? Xn will always be the final value. See the table here. This final value will represent your xn. So xn is the final value. So in the backward difference we are going to take the final value xn, whereas in the forward difference we are going to take the initial value x0. So xn value is how much? 100. H value, what is the step size? You see the difference between 85 minus 80, the difference is 5. 90 minus 85 is 5. So 95 minus 90 is 5. 100 minus 95 is 5. So it's a common difference that you are finding as 5. So that will represent your H value. So H value will be 5. And what is the value of X given? At what point we have to calculate? So you have to find out the area corresponding to the diameter 105. So 105 is your value of X. So X value will be 105. So if I plug in the value here, it will be R is equals to X value is 105 minus Xn value is 100 divided by H value will be 5. So 105 minus 100 will be 5 divided by 5. So 5 by 5 will be 1. So we know the value of R. Now you can plug in back there. So YR will be equals to YN. So what is YN? YN also represents the final value of Y. So in the table, this is the final value. So this final value will represent your yn value. So yn is what? 7854. So now if you write down, yn is 7854 plus r value is 1 into the first backward difference. You can see the table, what I have written, 766. Check the table. Plus r value is 1. So 1 plus 1 divided by 2 factorial will be 2. Then it is nabla square yn. See the table, what's the value you have? The value is 40. Right? Next value, r is 1, r plus 1 into r plus 2 divided by 3 factorial will be 6. Nabla cube yn. Nabla cube yn is 2. Next value, r into r plus 1, r plus 2, r plus 3 divided by 4 factorial is 24 into nabla power of 4 yn. Its value, you can see the table. From the table, its value is 4. So you can just plug in these values, or you can just use the calculator over here. So if you use the calculator and see what will be the required expression, you just type in all the values that are there. It is 7854 plus 1 into 766 will be 766 only. Alright, 766. Then plus how much you have? It is 1 into 1 plus 1 will be 2. So 2 by 2 will cancel out. You will be left out. So this is just 2. So it is 2 by 2 into 40. Just typing it, you can just cancel out, only 40 will be there. So you just better type only 40 there. Plus here you have 1 into 1 plus 1 will be 2. So it is 1 into 2 into 1 plus 2 will be 3 divided by 6 into 2. Either you type it directly in the calculator or simplify. This is 3 times of 2 is 6. So 6 and 6 will get cancelled. We will just be getting 2 there. Alright, so next term will be 2. Now coming to this last term over here. Alright, so what you have here, it is 1 into 1 plus 1 is 2. Here 1 plus 2 is 3 into 1 plus 3 will be 4 divided by how much? 24 into this 4. You just cancel out 4 1 times, 4 6 times, 6 6 times. Only 4 will be left out. So plus 4. So it is left to you. Either you type all the values in the calculator, or you can simplify and type it. So you can just check it. You can see the values that you have typed over here. So the first value that I have typed is, you just check it. Alright, 7854 plus 766 plus 40 plus 2 plus 4. Those are the terms that you have. So if you just plus equals to sign there, so how much is the value that you are getting? Just check it. It is 8,666. Is that the value you are getting? Right? So you will be getting 8,666. So this corresponds to what value? He is asking us to find out the area A. So this will represent your A value. So area A will be 8,666. That is the required solution. Let us move on to the next question. Extrapolate for 25.4 given the data. So the values of x and y are given. So he says extrapolate. Extrapolate means, as I told you earlier itself in the previous video, extrapolate means the values of x will be outside the range. So you can't find this 25.4 between 19 and 23. So the values which are beyond this 19 on the left hand side and beyond 23 on the right hand side, those values will be outside the range of x. So for them we have to extrapolate. So 25.4 where it is, so this corresponds to your x value. So is it at the beginning or at the end? 25.4 is beyond this 23. So it is near to the end. If it is near to the end, which formula to be used? You have to use the Newton's backward interpolation formula. So let us use the Newton's backward interpolation formula in this case. So for that we will try to prepare the table. So let me prepare the table over here. So x values are there and y values. X value is how much? 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23. Y values are 91, 100.25, 110, 120.25, 131. So these are the values. So just put in the form of a table. So now, since we are using the backward interpolation, we will be using nabla of y. So just take the difference. Just use a calculator. Let me know what's the value you'll be getting. 100.25 minus 91. How much is it? 9.25. Check it. Next, the difference of these two values. 110 minus 100.25. Are you getting 9.75? Just to verify it. 120.25 minus 110. It is 10.25. And take this difference. 131 minus 120.25. How much you're getting? 10.75. Go for the second difference. Again this difference. 9.75 minus 9.25. Check it, how much you're getting. 0.5. Then 10.25 10.25 minus 9.75. How much? 0.5. Again this difference. 10.75 minus 10.25. You're getting 0.5. Go for the next difference. Again 0.5 minus 0.5, its value will be 0. 0.5 minus 0.5, its value will be 0. So once you get 0, you can stop the process. You will not proceed further. Right? So because since I have got 0 values, I'll stop it. Now this final values that are there. So this corresponds to the leading backward differences. So these are the leading backward differences. Leading backward differences. So what does this corresponds to? This corresponds to the first backward difference, nabla yn. This is the second backward difference, nabla square yn. This is the third backward difference, nabla cube yn. And I require xn value, so final value of x will be your xn, and this final value of y will be yn. So these are the values that I require. Now go for the Newton's backward interpolation formula. Newton's backward interpolation formula. Newton's backward interpolation formula. So you have yr to be equals to yn plus r into nabla yn plus r into r plus 1 by 2 factorial into nabla square yn plus r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 divided by 3 factorial into nabla cube yn. Because I have prepared the table up to nabla cube y, so I will be writing up to nabla cube yn. However, the terms will be there, will not be taking the remaining terms. We need to find out the value of r. So the value of r will be x minus, for backward difference, it will be x minus xn by h. So what is the xn value? Xn value you already know from the table. Its value is 23. What is the value of h? See the difference here. 20 minus 19, 1. 21 minus 20, 1. Common difference. 22 minus 21, common difference 1. 23 minus 22, the common difference is 1. So therefore the step size h will be 1. And at what point we have to calculate? Go back to the question. He says extrapolate at 25.4. See the question. Extrapolate for 25.4. So this is your value of x he has given. So x value will be 25.4. Now if you try to plug in these values here, r will be equals to, x will be 25.4 minus xn value will be 23 divided by h value will be 1. Just subtract it, use your calculator and see how much you are getting. 25.4 minus 23 will be 2.4 you are getting. Now plug in all these values back there in YR. So YR is equals to the formula YN. So YN value is 131. So it is 131 plus R value is 2.4 into this nabla YN over here from the table is 10.75. 10.75 plus R value is 2.4 into 2.4 plus 1 divided by 2 factorial is 2 into nabla square YN value is 0.5 plus this nabla cube YN value is how much? 0. So 0 into anything will be what? 0 itself. So you need not write that term. Now you can just use the calculator and evaluate this value. So you just use the calculator. I'm just typing it over here. You can see 131 plus it is 2.4 into 10.75, right? Then plus typed it is 2.4 into 2.4 plus 1, 2.4 plus 1 divided by 2 into that value you have 0.5 plus the next term is 0, so therefore I have not typed it. So just this equals to sign, so you'll be getting in terms of the fraction, just press SD there, so you'll be getting in terms of the decimal. So how much you're getting? 158.84. So that will be the required solution. So it is 158.84. So what's the value you got? You got the value at what point? Is 25.4. So y at 25.4 will be 158.84. That is the required solution. Given F40 is 184, F50 is 204, F60 is 226, F70 is 250, F80 is 276, F90 is 304. Find F38 and F85 using suitable interpolation formulas. So whenever the values are given, the values will be given as f of x is equals to y. This is how the function is. F of x is equals to y, or y is equals to f of x. So this value will correspond to x. This will be right hand side will be your value of y. So this value will correspond to x value, and this right hand side values will correspond to your value of y. So x and y values are given. So first you write in the form of a table what is given to us, x and y. So these values which are there, see whether they are in order: 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. They should be in an order from the smallest to the greatest. If they are not given in the order, so rearrange in the ascending order and then write down the values. Here they are already in the order form, so you can just write down here 40, next 50, next 60, next 70, next 80 and then 90. These are the values given. So for 40, what is the value of y you are having? 184. Next for 50, how much you are getting? 204. For 60 it is 226. For 70 it is 250. For 80 it is 276. For 90 it is 304. So values of x and y are given. So I'll just put in the form of the table over here. Now the question is, we need to find out F38. So value of x is given as 38. So where is 38? 38 is at the beginning. So whenever it is at the beginning, we have to use Newton's forward interpolation formula, because 38 is at the beginning. So for this I have to use the Newton's forward interpolation formula. This is one value. Go for f of 85. Where is 85? 85 is between 80 and 90 over here. Alright. So the value is over here, 85. Where is 85? 85 is at the end. So because 85 is at the end, therefore we have to use Newton's backward interpolation formula. So two separate values are given. For one I have to use the Newton's forward, and for the second I have to use the Newton's backward. So because there are two values that we need to find, I will not be preparing two separate tables. Only from one table I will try to use both the forward as well as the backward interpolation formula. So let us prepare the table now. So x values are known and y values are known. So write down the values of x over here. X values are 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. So these are the values of x you have. So write down the values of y which are known. It is 184, 204, 226, 250, 276, 304. Now because I am using the both forward and backward interpolation, therefore I will first write first difference because it will be a common table for both, so I am not using the operator. So first difference, just take the difference over here. 204 minus 84, how much you will be getting? Are you getting 20? Just use a calculator. Then difference between these two, 226 minus 204, check the difference. 250 minus 226, then 276 minus 250, are getting the value to be 26. Again 304 minus 276, how much you are getting? 28. Check this one. Then we will go for the second difference. Second difference, once again you have to take this difference. 22 minus 20 will be 2, 24 minus 22 will be again 2, 26 minus 24 will be again 2, 28 minus 26 will be again 2. We are getting a constant value. If you want, you can stop at this stage itself, or you can proceed further to get the value of 0. Third difference. Third difference, the difference will be how much? 2 minus 2, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. Because you have got 0 over here, you can stop the process. Now for forward difference, I will be taking this leading forward differences. These are called as the leading forward differences. So this leading forward differences are represented by del y naught. So this will be represented by del square y naught. This will be nothing but del cube y naught. Again from the same table, at the end if you try to see these values are called as the leading backward differences. So for leading backward differences, it is nabla yn. This is nabla square yn. This is nabla cube yn. So from the same table, I have got both the leading forward differences and the leading backward differences. So now one by one, I'll start. First I'll try to find out F38. 38 is at the beginning, therefore you have to use the Newton's forward interpolation formula. So I will first start with to find F of 38. So to find F of 38, we'll be using the Newton's forward interpolation formula. Newton's forward so this yr is equals to this y naught plus r into del y naught plus r into r minus of 1 divided by 2 factorial delta square y naught plus r into r minus of 1 into r minus of 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught. Because you have got the values up to delta cube y naught in the table, so I will be writing the formula up to delta cube y naught. So we have to calculate the value of r here. So for forward difference, the value of r will be x minus x naught by h. So what is x naught value? X naught value is initial value in the table. So this will be our initial value. And initial value of y will be, y naught will be 184. So x naught I want, so x naught value is 40. What is h value? See the difference here. 50 minus 40 is 10. 60 minus 50, 10. 70 minus 60, 10. 80 minus 70, 10. 90 minus 80, 10. So the common difference step size will be 10. And what is the value of x? So at what point we need to calculate? 38. So x value is 38. Just plug in the values here. R will be, x is 38 minus 40 divided by 10. So 38 minus 40 will be minus 2 by 10. So minus 2 by 10 will be minus 0.2. So we got the value of R to be equals to minus 0.2. So let us try to plug in these values back there in the formula. So if you plug in that in the formula, you get yr to be equals to y naught value is 184. You can check the table. Plus r value is minus 0.2 into del y naught. From the table you can observe its value is 20. Plus r value is minus 0.2 into minus 0.2 minus of 1 divided by 2 factorial will be 2. Delta square y0 will be how much? 2. Here delta cube y0 is 0 from the table. Delta cube y0 is how much? Is 0. So because this is 0, 0 into anything will be what? 0 itself. Therefore you can write the value to be 0 there. So you can just use the calculator and evaluate this value and check what will be the final solution. You can just use the calculator, check it, just verify it. So I'm just typing it over here. It is 184 plus, it is minus 0.2 into, it is 20, it is plus, it is minus 0.2 into minus 0.2 minus of 1. It is divided by 2. Divided by 2. Into how much? Into 2. So you can just check it. I hope you can see it. Alright, it is, first value is 184. Right, 184 plus minus 0.2 times of 20 plus you have minus 0.2 into minus 0.2 minus 1 divided by 2 times of how much it is, times of 2, and the next term will be 0. So therefore now if I put equals to sign there, you're getting some fraction there. So if you want to write in terms of the decimal, you just type see, it is 180.24. that will be the required solution. So therefore we have got y at what point? Y at 38, its value is 180.24. 180.24. That's the solution you have got. Because in the question he has given f of 38, instead of writing y you can write f of 38. So f of 38 will be equals to 180.24. Now go for the second result to find f of how much? F of 85. Because 85 is at the end, you have to use the Newton's backward interpolation formula. So it is Newton's backward interpolation formula. Newton's backward interpolation formula. So the formula that you have is yr is equals to yn plus r into, is nabla yn plus r into r plus 1 divided by 2 factorial into nabla square yn plus r into r plus 1 into r plus 2 divided by 3 factorial into nabla cube yn and so on. Those are the values that you have. And for backward difference, the value of r will be x minus xn by h. So xn corresponds to the final value in the table. So try to check the final value in the table over here. This will represent your final value xn, and this will corresponds to your yn value, y value. This is yn. So I want xn value. Xn value is how much? Xn value is 90. What is the value of x? At what point we have to calculate? At 85. So x value will be 85. H value is already calculated there. H is 10. In the forward difference I have shown you, h value is 10. So just plug in over here. R will be equals to x will be 85. Xn will be 90 divided by h value will be 10. So 85 minus 90 will be minus 5 divided by 10. So minus 5 by 10 will be minus 0.5. So you got the value of r. Now you can plug in back there in the formula. Yr will be equals to yn. So yn from the table, as I told you, it is 304 plus r value is minus 0.5 into, you can check the leading backward differences. The leading backward difference from the table, nabla yn is 28, second difference is 2, third difference is 0. So you can just plug in those values back there. So 0.5 into this particular value is 28 plus r value is minus 0.5 into minus 0.5 plus 1 divided by 2 factorial is 2 into nabla square yn value is 2. Because this nabla cube yn value is 0 from the table, so 0 into anything will be 0 itself. You can just ignore that one. So once again you can use the calculator and calculate. So just use the calculator and see how much you'll be getting. So I will also type in the calculator. So 304 plus minus 0.5 into 28, it is plus minus 0.5 into minus 0.5 plus 1, that is divided by 2 times of 2. So what is the value you have? First value is 304 plus minus 0.5 into 28 plus it is minus 0.5 into minus 0.5 plus 1, right, divided by 2 into what you have, into 2, right? So its value will be how much? Just check it. So if you put equals to sign, you'll be getting in terms of fraction, or if I write it's 280, just check it how much, 289.75. So that will be the solution. 289.75. That will be the required solution that we have. Because it is given in terms of y there, therefore you can write it as f of what value? 85. Y of or f of 85 will be 289.75. That's the required solution. In the next class, we'll try to take a few more examples. Thank you.